token makers of the deck. Probably better to have a little bit more than that, but it's really all you need. They flood very well. Pots to get through the deck. Magic Planter, because all of your support is going to be continuous trap cards. All of the continuous trap cards that I run, with the exception of Token Stampede and Spirit Barrier, are meant as control. They stop me from being attacked, stop me from doing stuff with your monsters, so on and so forth. These guys make my tokens not able to be destroyed in battle. Also makes them a little bit bigger. This, as long as my tokens stay in play, I will not take battle damage. Monster Reborn to steal your monsters because I'm a jerk. Seal of Orichalcos. If you get that out before you start summoning your tokens.
So do you like using 2?
I do like using 2.
So you think 3 is too much?
3 is way too much. And it's probably better if you have 2 and like 1 terraforming. I don't run terraforming because my deck is already too big. You got your usual staples. So all the staples that you'd normally expect in a deck. Burden of the Mighty, because my tokens are small, so I gotta make your monster small as well. Card of Sacrifice is a draw card. All of my tokens generally are gonna have 0 attack. And all of your monsters are gonna be bigger, which is gonna allow me to activate this. All it does is allow me to draw 2 cards, and I can't summon or change my battle position, which is fine because I'm probably activating it on your turn anyways. Judgment of Anubis I use to protect all of my spells and traps.
So what does Judgment of Anubis do?
You activate it by discarding a card from your hand. When your opponent activates a spell card, that would destroy a spell or trap card you control. It negates it, and then you destroy a monster on their side of the field, and they take damage with a destroyed monster's attack. Trap of Darkness. As long as you have 3,000 or less life, you can pay 1,000 and target a trap card in your graveyard, and it gains that effect. So it's good for using any one of the other traps you've already used, like Mirror Force or Offerings to the Immortals. And the other 2 monsters I have in my deck are Chaka Chalua and Uru, both Earthbound Immortals.
So why do you use these 2 instead of the other Earthbounds?
I use this guy because while he's in defense, which is where he's going to be going, you can't conduct your battle phase. I use this guy because he can tribute monsters to gain control of my opponent's monsters. I'm using a bunch of tokens, so I have monsters to tribute. So that is my main deck. In my side deck, I run 1 Uria because all my spells or all my traps are continuous. 2 macros because I really don't like Light Swarms or Dark Worlds. Starlight Road just in case. An extra Torrential Tribute. Skill Drain, which is going to shut down any deck but mine, because all of my tokens have no effects.
Dark Worlds. Dark Worlds.
Dark Worlds are pretty...
that wouldn't really do much.
They're not very good against Dark Worlds.
That's why you don't side it out.
2 Spellbinding Circles, just for a little bit more control. That's also where I have my 3 MSTs and my Heavy.
So why don't you main deck those?
I don't main deck them because I want all of my stuff like in play right away. And so if I Heavy, I'm more likely than not hitting myself more than I'm hitting my opponent. And MSTs just tend to take up space with the way that my deck works.
So have you ever found it frustrating when they had back row and you couldn't destroy it?
Sometimes, but at that point, like, it's because I just filled it up and there's nothing I can do with it. Which is why I actually run Uria. It's mostly just traps that I have that are dead. Then the last one is another Uru.
So why do you side of an Uru?
I have a side of Uru just in case like I run into somebody who's got a lot more creatures than I do and I can't beat over them. I'll just side in another one of these guys so I can just steal their creatures or monsters. And yeah, that's my token beatdown deck.
So do you add? Do you think you should add Stardust Dragon to your extra deck for your Starlight Road?
No, mainly because I rely a lot on the Seal of Orichalcos, and so I wouldn't be getting the Stardust anyways.
Yeah. It's a 45 card deck, right?
44.
Yeah. So do you wish you would have added something different for this regionals?
Photon Sanctuary, definitely.
Any improvements you would add to the deck?
From this, I would definitely add maybe 2 photon sanctuaries, and yeah, that's pretty
So
much
would you
it.
take out for those photon sanctuaries?
For the photon sanctuaries, I'd probably take out my 2 earthbounds.
Alright.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for your deck profile.
Not a problem.
Alright. Well, this is the end of the YouTube. Alright. See you guys later.